Excuse me. Oh, right here?
I believe I have kind of an ordinary life as far as day to day goes. And that's why I wanted to do this video so I could show you really a day in the life of Cristy Code Red and um, what takes place. I think is probably, you're going to see that it's not a whole lot different than your life. I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, dog mom to Annabelle and Vince, who are running around here somewhere, wife to Miles, daughter of Larry and Carol, sister, and an Idaho native. And I'm here to show you a glimpse into my life, to settle once and for all that Cristy has a glamorous life, because I really do not. I really do not. I get up every morning between 4 and 5 a.m. I prefer closer to 4 because the earlier the better. I love those early mornings. I really love the magic of the early mornings, the stillness, the quiet, the dark, the cold air. I love the promise of a morning. Mornings hold, to me, they hold so much promise and they hold so much hope that today is going to be a great day. I expect every day to be a great day. Of course I make my bed every morning. Doesn't everybody make their bed every morning? I cannot wrap my head around the fact that there are some, everybody makes their bed every morning. No. Yes, of course I do. Every morning I make my bed. And when I finish making my bed, I go straight in to brush my teeth and then get dressed for the day. I already know what's going to happen that day. I already have things planned for that day. So if I'm going to go run with the dogs, I walk or run the dogs every single morning. So they get anywhere from 3 to 6 miles a day of exercise. So I will dress according to what I'm going to be doing. Like if I'm going to be running, I'm going to be working up some serious body heat, so I'll need a lot fewer clothes. If I'm going to be walking and it's cold, it just depends. So I get dressed according to what I'm going to do. If it's a gym day, if I'm going to the gym, I get dressed for that as well. So I get dressed right away. There's no walking down. I don't get a robe on. I don't laze around, nothing like that. It's get up, make my bed, brush my teeth, and then go right into get dressed for the day. I have 2 dogs, Vince and Annabelle. Annabelle's our older rescue dog. Vince is our younger rescue dog, and they are top priority to me. I've got to get them out. I've got to get them their exercise in. I've got to make sure that they have what they need. So immediately we go right outside so they can do their initial potty. What I like to do is start my percolator. I have an old school percolator, and it takes a while to percolate my coffee. So it's it's about 30 minutes. I can be gone 30 minutes and have my percolator on low. And whether I'm doing a 30-minute walk or a 30-minute run, I'm always out right around 30 minutes with the dogs. And I can have that coffee brewing. And then by the time I cut back in, I'm ready to have my first cup of coffee. Yeah, it's every morning I walk the dogs. I mean, you don't have a choice when you have dogs. You walk them every morning. I can't believe people don't do this. I don't think that you should be able to have a dog unless you're going to. Dogs need, this is a big deal. Dogs need 2 30-minute walks, 30 to 45-minute walks every day. Some dogs need to run. Some dogs just can walk, whatever. Like whatever, your dog, you know what they need. But for you to not exercise your dog, it's awful. It's neglect. And then you wonder why your dog tears up your furniture and is naughty in the house because there's just all that pent up energy. So yeah, it's every day that I'm out there, 100% every day. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't walk the dogs. It's an absolute, it's a must. I'll come in from walking my dogs and then have a cup of coffee, but I don't really hang around very long because I've got to get my morning workout done. I get to the gym. I lift weights probably 5 days a week of weightlifting. My weightlifting is not that aggressive. It's not that big of a deal. And then I do about 30 minutes of weight training, 30 minutes of cardio, at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6, sometimes 7 days a week on cardio. But really it depends on the week, depends on if I'm traveling, depends on kind of what's going on. But I have a gym 2 miles from here, so I'll make sure I get to the gym, do my weight training. And what I realize as I get older is that I really have to keep up my weight training. My body hurts if I don't weight train. And this is an important part of Code Red maintenance that we teach our rebels, that we want all of our rebels doing. No, I don't actually. No, I don't eat before I go to the gym. It makes me sick. I don't like it. I get real sick if I try to do any kind of training on a full stomach. So if anything, it's coffee, and I go right to my training. I've got plenty of body fat on me that can fuel me for a long time. I don't need food to be fueled for a workout. I mean, everybody's different. That's just how I am. So after I'm done with my morning workout, I come back and I get dressed. Usually it's a full hair and makeup day, and I get dressed in my full clothes, do my hair and makeup, and I'm ready to rock and roll for the rest of the day. I get started on my Code Red work right away. I do best in the mornings. I function best before 2 p.m. I don't even try to be a hero. I get all my work done before noon. I try to get all my work done. Normally by the time I get really rocking and rolling, it's right around 9, and I work hard for the next 5 hours or so with my Code Red work. I'm usually doing, I'm on the phone all the time. I'm constantly on the phone, just everything I do, I'm on the phone. Messages, mostly to Carrie or my assistant. And the nice thing about my assistant, Jade, is she has already cleaned out my email box, and she has kept the things in my box that I need to work on. So that helped my life a lot. And I just hit those things that only I can do that are really important. I spend a lot of days filming videos. I'm looking around the house for different spots I want to film, arranging the lighting, making sure the lighting is right, arranging the microphone, making sure the sound is right, the audio, the lighting, the positioning. And then I talk about products. If I'm promoting a product that I really believe in, that I think that my rebels need to hear about, like HydroCharge or Redmond Real Salt or Code Red Olive Oil or the Crosso Meats, like whatever we've got going on, whatever that promotion is for the day, I have a promotional calendar and I can see what we're promoting, the featured item of the day, and getting it in front of people. Then I'll do a video that promotes that item, or I'll just do a video that I have to do anyway, whether it be I'm training and teaching on some certain subject, or I'm redoing an old video that needs to be updated, or we've got another product coming out and I need a sales video for that. And I just feel like sometimes I'm always recording videos constantly. So it's a lot of videos. And that's what we do. That's what I'm good at. And that's what is, people really like to see the videos, because people don't believe what they hear, they believe what they see. So it's really helpful to see things on videos, especially if you're pretty good on videos, and I'm pretty good on videos. And when I've kind of caught up on my work and I'm ready to eat, then I'll eat. And when you're in maintenance, when you're in weight loss mode, we have a little bit of more of a strict protocol for people as far as 2 meals a day and eating within a certain window. When you're in maintenance, you have a little more freedom to play around with your eating window. And I have an eating window. I do much better when I can eat early in the day and then stop eating pretty early in the day. If I eat after 2 p.m., I don't sleep well. I'm pretty sick. I don't do well trying to sleep on a full stomach. So I eat all my calories as early in the day as I can, sometime before, between 10 and 2. And that really helps me to not eat too early, but definitely not eat too late. Code Red Rebels do believe in an animal-based diet, and we start with our meat, our fat, and then our veggies. So I eat a lot of meat. I eat 1 to 2 pounds of meat a day. So I'm starting off with this filet from Crosso Meats. Even though in maintenance we don't continue to weigh and measure our food like we do in weight loss, I prefer to continue weighing and measuring my high calorie items and my protein, because I really want to make sure that I'm getting enough. So this is a real lean filet, but just a little over 10 ounces. Okay, good. So with this 10 ounces of protein that I'm having right now, I'm getting about 70 grams of protein and about 700 calories-ish.
And this is good. It's good to keep track of my intake. I want to make sure I keep my protein and fat up, and I make sure I am staying aware of how much I'm eating. I'm not under eating at all, and I'm eating according to my needs. Some people might say that this is a little bit undercooked, but to me, it's perfect. See, I follow the lifestyle to the letter. I really do. I don't. People think, oh, when you get to maintenance, you can cheat, you can eat whatever you want, and you can. But also, when you get to maintenance, you realize that other crap that you used to eat has done your health no good. And I eat 2 meals a day. I eat in an eating window, and I don't eat after a certain amount of time because I can't sleep very well on a full stomach. Actually, I sleep horrible on a full stomach. So I cut off my eating at a certain time in the afternoon. I don't eat past 2 o'clock, really. I cannot eat past 2 o'clock. I make sure I get my water done. This is my second bottle of water. Right now, it's not even 11 o'clock in the morning. So second bottle of water, and I'll have 2 more of these done before 5 p.m. So I follow the lifestyle exactly like I tell people to follow. I don't do things differently behind closed doors. I don't know how people can make a living doing that, Sorry, I'm hungry. You can't be one thing in front of the camera and then something else in front of, in the privacy of your own home. Because people can sniff out a phony from a mile away. And if they think you're a phony, and if they think that you're not being true and honest and walking the talk, the market will chew you up and spit you out.
Because I wake up so early, I go to bed early, and my mind just doesn't function very well after 2 p.m. So I'm really make sure I'm done with my work by 2. And at that point, I can go run some errands. And of course, Vince is my errand dog. We call him Mommy's errand dog. And I try to take him with me everywhere I go, and just get him exposed to different stores and different places, different people, just different things. And it helps because he's great. He's great in the car, and he's a lot of fun. And I'll go to the post office, or I'll go to the store, or I'll do something that needs to be done, just whatever errands, go to my mailbox, go to the bank, whatever errand I have to do, that's when I'll do it. Usually between 2 and 4 is kind of when I run my errands.
Yeah, I don't go to the grocery store often, but when I do, I try to stay on track with my list. Get in, get out, bring my reusable bag. Let's go.
When do I spend time with Miles? I mean, yeah, like no kidding, right? He does his own thing. We'll spend time in the early mornings, but he has his own schedule and he has his own things that he likes to do, and he'll go do them. And so usually right around 4 p.m. I'll go in and I'll visit with Miles, and I will just kind of catch up with him. He's usually starting the news at a certain time. He's rigid. I know I'm rigid too, but he's rigid when it comes to his little schedule that he keeps for himself. He says retired life is like 6 Saturdays followed by a Sunday. And he's been retired for, 12 years now. So he's very used to it and very good at it. I mean, it depends on your definition of relaxing. When do I relax? I do things during the day. I'm doing my job, and I'm doing things that I love. I don't really feel a need to relax when I'm only working a limited hours a day anyway. I don't really feel the need to have to take breaks in between that. I mean, I'm not going hard like I used to. I have a very compressed working window now, and I'm super protective of what I do and protective of my time. If it is a particularly difficult day, I will stop and read for a little while. Or I'll stop and watch, a dog whisperer episode or something on Netflix to give my brain a break. But I don't feel the need to take a break from my work in the middle of a working window, in the middle of that working period. My working period is just not long enough to really need a break. I'll spend some time playing with the dogs. I'll step outside. I might take the dogs for another walk. I do something that's kind of fun in the evening times. I mean, I might go talk to Miles a little bit. I might do something that I like to do, that might seem fun to me. like organizing something. I know. I like to organize. My house is pretty organized as it is, but I will find something maybe fun and relaxing to do. Maybe like, I know you guys are all going to laugh when you hear this, but like fold laundry or reorganize my closet or clean out my linen closet or something that I have been maybe putting off doing. So, and then it's time to feed the dogs and take care of the dogs. And this is a big deal to me because I am, feeding the dogs is really, I feed them a species specific diet. I feed them what I believe is what their native diet is and what they should eat as dogs. I don't believe in kibble. I mean, I only supplement kibble because that's a big sore spot for Miles and I. He thinks they need a little bit of kibble. I don't. I feed them fish, sardines, eggs, chicken, beef, liver, some probiotics. They get some fruit. They just get a little bit of everything in their diet. And so I take a lot of time to prepare their food and make sure that it is going to be well balanced and give them all the nutrients they need. And we feed at 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. So right around 4, I'm preparing the dogs' food. It's a big deal to me. I mean, my dogs are a huge part of my life, and I want to take care of them, and I want them to live as long as they can possibly live. And I believe this is facilitating that by feeding them a raw food diet. So this is what I believe. Well, part of my chores at this house, I do the cleaning and the laundry, and Miles does the cooking and the shopping. And so part of my chores is cleaning up dinner. Although I don't eat dinner, I still clean up dinner for Miles, and he's good about cleaning up after himself, but sometimes he just leaves things in the sink. So I'll take the evening time to clean up the kitchen, make sure everything is put away, dishes are run and put away, they're washed, and there's nothing left out on the counters. I don't like that. I don't like things left out, even things that are left out to dry. I can hand dry them and put them away. I want a clean house. I want to keep a clean house, and I work hard to make sure that I have a clean house. So that's usually what the evenings are. And then right around 6 p.m., I start my bedtime routine, which includes a bath. I take a bath every night. I take my makeup off, and I have a pretty extensive skincare routine. I really care a lot about my skin, and I want it to be nice for as long as possible. So I do have a good skincare routine that I take a lot of time to do. And I take care of my skin. I mean, I'm 45 now, and I don't want my skin looking like an old shoe. It's important to me enough to keep it up. I go for regular facials and stuff. So that's a big deal. Got to wash that makeup off. You got to take care of your skin. And then between 6 and 8, I definitely relax. I don't do any work. I definitely take my sleep time, my evening pills, which are like my magnesium, my Code Red Calm, my Code Red Sleep Assist. I take my CBD oil and make sure that I've got all that on board. And between 6 and 8, I am just completely winding down. And then I want to be asleep by 8 p.m. because I want to be back up that next morning by 4. I read in bed, and I might watch something on Netflix, but I try not to watch anything before bed because I really don't want any electronics in my bedroom, because it's not what I think is going to be the best for me for sleeping, unless I'm wearing my blue light blocking glasses. Yeah, Miles does have about the same bedtime routine as I do. I mean, he's not too far behind me. I might spend an hour in the bedroom without him. He doesn't want to come to bed too early because he doesn't want to wake up as early as I do. He doesn't like the 4 or 5 a.m. wake up. He's more like a 6 or 6:30 wake up guy. So I definitely wake up long before him, and I'm already well into my morning before he even wakes up. And that just is his life. That's the way he is. I hope people can now see a little glimpse inside my life and realize that it's not that glamorous and it's not that different from your life. And the thing to remember, the takeaway from all this is really to carve out a life that you believe in. Design your best life. Design the life that you have dreamt of. There's nothing stopping you from doing this. You can say there is something stopping you. You can use all your bullcrap excuses. You can say what you want, but the bottom line is that it is up to you ultimately how your life goes and how you design your life. And I encourage you to put some real serious boundaries in place in your life. and start doing what makes you happy. And taking care of yourself does not mean you're neglecting other people.